The Goldsmith's Son and the Journey to the Eternal Self. In a quiet village surrounded by the embrace of ancient mountains and the whispers of rustling leaves, there lived a goldsmith's son named Arian. Arian's father Druv was renowned for his unparalleled artistry in crafting exquisite ornaments. Rings, necklaces, and bracelets all emerged from his skilled hands, each a masterpiece that dazzled the eye. But more than the beauty of his work, Druv was known for his profound wisdom, which he claimed came from understanding the true nature of gold. Arian, young and restless, admired his father's creations, but found himself consumed by a desire for recognition. If I can craft ornaments more beautiful than father's, Arian often thought, I will be known throughout the kingdom. He spent his days shaping gold into intricate forms, losing himself in the allure of his creations, yet feeling a growing emptiness within. One evening, as the setting sun painted the sky in hues of gold, Druv called Arian to his side. My son, he said, holding a simple lump of gold in his hand. You labor tirelessly to create beauty, but do you know the essence of what you work with? Arian frowned. It's gold, father, what else is there to know? Druv smiled, his eyes twinkling with a depth that Arian could not fathom. To know the essence of gold is to understand its truth. Forms are fleeting, but the essence remains. If you truly seek fulfillment, you must embark on a journey to discover the eternal gold within yourself. The first step, the illusion of forms. Druv's words puzzled Arian, but curiosity stirred within him. One morning his father handed him a small mirror. Take this, he said, and walked to the old banyan tree at the edge of the village. There you will meet someone who will guide you further. Carrying the mirror, Arian walked through the village. Along the way, he admired his reflection. I'm the goldsmith's son, he thought. Surely, I already know myself. But when he reached the banyan tree, he found an elderly sage seated beneath it, his presence radiating a serene stillness. The sage looked at Arian and said, Hold up the mirror. What do you see? I see myself, Arian replied. The sage chuckled softly. Do you? Look again, what you see is but a reflection. A fleeting image shaped by light and perception. It is not your true self. Arian frowned. If this is not my true self, then who am I? The sage gestured toward the vast sky. Your true self is like the sky, limitless and unchanging, untouched by the clouds of illusion. The mirror shows you the forms created by Maya, the cosmic illusion. To know yourself, you must see beyond these forms. The veil of Maya confused yet intrigued, Arian asked, What is Maya? The sage's eyes sparkled. Maya is the veil that makes the unreal seem real. It is the web of distinctions that binds us. Self and other, good and bad, success and failure. Just as a goldsmith's son might mistake a bracelet for something separate from gold, so do we mistake the world of forms for the ultimate reality. The sage handed Arian a bowl of water. Look into this. What do you see? I see the reflection of the sky, Arian replied. Now stir the water. As Arian swirled the water, the reflection distorted. The sky looks broken, he said. The sage smiled. The sky remains whole, unbroken. It is the water that creates the illusion. Similarly, your true self, the Atman, is eternal and unchanging. It is Maya that distorts your perception. To see clearly, you must still the waters of your mind. The journey within. Determined to uncover his true self, Arian asked the sage how to still his mind. The sage replied, Meditate on the essence of existence. Close your eyes and listen to the silence within. In this silence, you will begin to hear the whispers of your true nature. For days, Arian sat beneath the banyan tree, meditating on the sage's words. At first, His thoughts were like a wild storm pulling him in every direction. But gradually, the storm calmed and he began to perceive a profound stillness within himself. In moments of clarity, he felt a deep connection to something vast and unchanging. The three states of consciousness. One evening, the sage returned and asked Ariane, "Tell me about your experiences." Ariane described his struggles and moments of peace. The sage nodded. To understand the self, reflect on the three states of consciousness: waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. In the waking state, you are engrossed in the external world. In dreams, you create entire realities within your mind. And in deep sleep, you experience no objects or thoughts, yet you continue to exist. What remains constant through all three states? Ariane pondered this. It is the awareness that observes them all. The sage smiled. Indeed, that awareness is the Atman, your true self. It is like the gold that remains unchanged no matter the form it takes. The illumination of truth. As Ariane delved deeper into his meditations, he began to see the world with new eyes. He noticed how fleeting and impermanent everything was, like the shapes of gold his father crafted. Success and failure, pleasure and pain, all were like passing clouds, unable to touch the vast sky of his being. One day as he sat beneath the banyan tree, a profound realization dawned upon him. It was as if a veil had been lifted, revealing the eternal truth. I am not the forms I create nor the roles I play. I am the Atman, infinite, unchanging, and one with the universal consciousness, Brahman. The realization filled Ariane with a bliss unlike anything he had ever known. It was not the fleeting joy of achievement, but a deep, abiding peace that came from knowing his true nature. Returning home, Ariane returned to his father's workshop carrying the wisdom he had gained. Dhruv greeted him with a knowing smile. "Tell me, my son, what have you discovered?" Ariane picked up a piece of gold and said, "This gold, whether shaped into a ring or a necklace, remains gold. Similarly, my true self remains constant, no matter the forms I take or the roles I play. I am not separate from the infinite essence of existence." Dhruv embraced his son. You have found the eternal gold within. This is the path of self-realization, and it is the greatest treasure of all. From that day onward, Ariane worked alongside his father with a newfound sense of purpose. He no longer sought recognition or validation from the external world. Instead, he poured his awareness into every creation, seeing each form as a reflection of the formless essence that pervaded all existence. The Mahavakyas, the final teachings. Years later, as Ariane sat with his father under the banyan tree, Dhruv shared the four Mahavakyas, the great sayings of Vedanta. 1. Prajnanam Brahma, consciousness is Brahman. The awareness within you is the infinite consciousness. 2. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. Your true self is one with the universal essence. 3. Tat Famasi. You are that. The individual and the divine are not separate. 4. I am Atma Brahma. This self is Brahman. The essence within you is the essence of all existence.